There we go. I've got both racers up now. We can go ahead and switch on over here. There we go. I got Evtet on the left, yaramy42 on the right. Might want to put myself on the layout too. There we go. Now you know who's yelling this entire time. And if y'all want to see what other races are coming up, I've got the schedule command right here. Actually got quite a few coming up today, being the end of the week. We've got a cadence race between Morakonda and Spoody in 30 minutes. And then another Spoody race in an hour with Spoody and Tough. And then another Spoody race after between Spoody and Tang, but for Suzu. We got quite a bit today. It's going to be going on for quite a bit. I'm going to try and cast at least a few of these. Makes for a good wind down for me. Alright, it's looking like we're about ready to get the seed here. So Yaramy switching over to Eli. Evtet already set. Alright, race is setting up right here. Just make sure we're on the right seed together. We are. Good luck to both racers in this Eli race. And we'll see what'll happen. We'll have a blast, to say the least. Alright, countdown starting. And off we go. Alright, we've got an immediate Shriner right here. Eli, having infinite bombs, can get anything he wants out of Shriners, but that Shriner's not particularly good for Eli, so we're going to skip out on it. Like, I think the most you could even do is, like, bomb the... bomb the boss shrine for some cheese, and Evtet unfortunately blowing herself up, so gonna go ahead and get a quick reset and get that health back. Now, the trick to playing Eli is to plant your bombs very efficiently and know when to either go around enemies or try and actually kill them with the bombs. Kicking is also a good strat, but sometimes you tend to overshoot, so gotta be careful where you're placing your bombs. Bombs are also a great way of getting monkeys off of you, so use those to keep them off, get them off faster than trying to whack through them. Yaramy doing a little more searching here. Not really finding much. Evtet found the blood shop. Gonna do the nice safe kill here. Gets the kill. Gonna take this holy water and a torch. Mapping is always good. Yaramy actually gonna get something out of these chests or these shrines. Electing no. Probably going to search this crate, but otherwise probably not going to find anything out of this 1-1. Oh, we've got the cap on Evtet's side. Already took the Shrine of Space, so we're not able to take any of the shovels as Eli. Eli is locked to the base shovel, but the cap is one of Eli's best items just because you have freedom of movement and no longer have to dig. And this opens up a lot. Also prevents you from getting trapped against walls and enemies. So Evtet going to be running away with this for a while. Yaramy setting up the kill on the blood shop here. Oh, and we've even got Torch of Walls, so this is an extremely strong build. So we're going to have no problems with mapping. Evtet doing a good job knocking out that red dragon there on 1-3. Yaramy not too far behind now. Going to go ahead and get this cap as well. Oh no! Accidentally blows the shrine up before tapping it and only gets a map. Not going to be able to dig. And now that Evtet has space and Yaramy does not, we're going to have some seed variants here in the layouts. There is a shop right there on 1-1. Oh, that's the Shriner. I realized that Yaramy reset. Yeah, Evtet didn't get armor out of 1-4, which is kind of a concern. Could definitely die. We're going to take the Ring of Charisma. Okay. So we're going to take this Charisma Ring in case we find something useful. Yaramy unfortunately dying right there in the blood shop. Gonna have to reset that back up. So Evtet pushing, extending her lead, but has no armor, and Eli doesn't have armor by default or any kind of defense, so it has to be very careful until we can get some armor of some kind. We've got some glass armor and a reflective shield, so that offers a little bit of protection here, and we're going to be able to skip most of these rooms by being able to just dig around them. We've even got this crate and barrel room. Might find something useful. An apple to get back up a little bit. And some carrot, magic carrot, and some ham. Okay, so not too bad. If we can find some normal armor, the ham will definitely be a lot more useful. Yaramy having no problems getting the cap this time. Gonna go ahead and grab the glass slippers. Dove Familiar on Eli. Dove Familiar, I think, is actually pretty good on Eli. It's a little wonky where it can send enemies, but it also gets them out of the way immediately, which can make things a lot easier when you're just trying to get to the exit room. Alright, Evtet gonna head down to our 2-4 boss. It is King Konga. Pretty simple fight overall. Yaramy checking that shop, not finding anything. Unfortunately, the Leprechaun getting away. Evtet looking like she lost her multiplier. Yeah, lost her multiplier, so still on this glass armor. Enemies starting from Zone 3 start hitting pretty hard. We might have a potential transmog right here, which she could transmog that glass armor into something a lot more useful. It is the glass armor, and it has glass as well, so no dice on that. Gonna go ahead and take this Berserk Scroll. Well, thinking about it, yeah, gonna go ahead and take the Berserk Scroll, and then deciding not. Ham being a little more useful. Oh, Yaramy bombing themselves on Fortissimo, so losing out on the Flawless there too. Armor is a real concern right now. Evtet losing the Reflective Shield, but manages to get rid of the Black Rider immediately. Yeah, zone generation is weird. Oh, we've got an arena. Evtet gonna go ahead and take the heal spell, losing the glass armor in the process. Definitely got to be careful when you plant your bombs, because it's easy to forget you're right next to an enemy and they just smack you while you plant it. So we've got all this healing, and we do have an extra heart than normal. And we do have the Frost Charm for a little bit of protection here. Finding another shield, plus some Hargreaves, so going to be a little bit of defense here. Probably want to get this Shrine of Sacrifice as well. Even if we don't activate it, the extra empty heart container is pretty nice. I'm heading down to 2-3. Gonna be able to pick up this armor as well. Evtet making her way back to the heart container. Yaramy having no problems with the Monster Freddy. Aggroing the Shot Mimic, making things a little scary here, especially with this Goblin backing up. Alright, Yaramy, Evtet finally get him off. Finding a Protection Charm, so we're up to Chainmail level defense, which is actually pretty alright. We've got enough health to survive hits as needed. And finding a Magic Apple, so now we're up to 6. So this has actually been a surprisingly healthy seed without the food shop. Nice bomb for Evtet, clearing out most of the exit room, using the Dove to whisk everything else away. So down to 3-3 she goes. Yaramy going to go ahead and deploy the Dove Familiar. Deploying it up, interestingly. Usually you want to do down or one of the sides. Up, generally not as useful. But it's preference. Evtet losing the Frost Charm right there to a dog. Gonna go ahead and clear out a few enemies while she can, or just run towards the exit. Gotta be careful not to leave too much stuff behind. But into Death Metal for Evtet. Yaramy having no problem with Konga here. Gonna get Heavy Plate, so gonna have enough hearts and protection here to be able to use his health as a resource to go fast. So Yaramy could definitely catch up right here. Evtet finishing the Death Metal fight, but didn't get a Flawless, so no rewards here. We really would like some purple, because at this point, Yaramy might be able to catch up if Yaramy can get some better spells or a better ring. Zone 4 is a little scary here. You're not attacking on goo that often. You just have to be sure you're not on it around enemies. But in general, I don't think Zone 4 is that dangerous unless you're really, really pushing. Especially since you can kick bombs into rooms, so that makes things generally pretty safe. Yaramy going to skip out on the arena, not going to take that heal spell. Does have the heavy plate. Probably can find some food in the next, in 3-3. And probably just wants to try and push here. Evtet into 4-2. That spider getting whisked away by Dove and being like a couple tiles away. Like I said, Dove is a little weird, but can be useful. Especially on the characters that don't have a lot of direct combat. Evtet gonna munch on some cookies here. Getting that health back up. Save that ham for later. Yaramy making their way towards the exit. Evtet finding a map. Gonna be able to map Zone 5 even more easily. Like, we did have the torture walls, but now we can like directly see items and such. So Yaramy trying to get this death metal set up here. Struggling to get it set up. Evtet finishing 4-2, jumping down to 4-3. So we've got about a 2-floor lead right now, roughly. Finding the dash spell, the purple chest for death metal, though, can be pretty useful here. Definitely can cover more ground. We don't have any regen, though, so not going to be able to utilize blood. But finding some chicken, though, might be able to use it a little bit more. Evtet taking a telemonkey straight into the exit room. That bomb blowing up the pixie, eliminating everything in that room. Very nice. So Evtet dropping down into Coral Rift. Yaramy getting really hung up on all these enemies. And trying to clear everything out, but really needs to push this in order to put some pressure on Evtet. No flawless on Coral Rift. Just going to go ahead and jump down. And Zone 5 mapping, we have both the map and the torture walls, so not going to be struggling here. Yaramy's Dove definitely putting in some work here. Dropping down into 4-2. Now, Zone 5 is where Eli definitely struggles a little bit because we can't really utilize the wire as well as we normally would be able to. So bomb planting is a little awkward here and there. Evtet does have the heal spell and enough defense for most hits to not matter, so should be okay. And we have the Dove to whisk away enemies, hopefully into other rooms, which usually they stay locked up. Makes things a lot easier. So, trying to get into this exit stairs. No problem there. Yaramy down to 4-3. Haven't really been able to utilize that dash spell much. Evtet playing a little safe here, just getting rid of everything. Finding a shield scroll and another reflective shield in the 5-3 shop. How common are double items? Well, losing the reflect shield to a zombie. It just really wanted to party. Nice dash on Yaramy's side to get next to the exit there. So, jumping into the Coral Rift fight. Evtet opening a whole bunch of rooms with this cap, though. And down to a half and a heart, looking a little scared here. Down to 1 heart. Evtet really needs to focus here. Need to get that devil out of the way. Alright, Dragon's done. Okay, bailed by 2 extra heart containers just in case as Yaramy starts 5-1. Evtet's making this way more scary than it needed to be. Into Deep Blues. This fight's pretty much the same on every character, or every version of him for Eli, so. Having a little bit of trouble setting up these pawn pieces, though. And Evtet gets the final kick. I'm gonna go ahead and take Deep Blues down and win race 1. Pretty scary race overall. Yaramy had a lot of trouble getting set up, and once they were comfortable, they they started catching up a bit, but just was never able to really close the gap. I think skipping heal in the Zone 3 arena actually kind of cost a lot, because we could have utilized this dash spell a lot. So Yaramy looking like they're going to go ahead and finish this one out. And go ahead and dash over that metronome. Get the swag kill. Alright, looking like we're good on that seed, so we'll move into race number 2 here. Alright, both racers getting set up for the next race. Evtet up 1-0 over Yaramy here. Let's see if Yaramy can catch up. Alright, and off we go for race number 2. Might need to refresh Yaramy's stream. Let me go ahead and refresh. We'll refresh really quick. Give me just a second here. So gonna miss a little bit of the Zone 1-1, but it's gonna be worth it to just get Yaramy's stream back on sync here. Alright, there we go. Much better. Much closer in time now. Alright, looks like we found some leather armor in 1-1. A decent thing to find. Probably want some stronger armor, but a little bit helpful. Oh, Evtet going to blow up the trapdoor, unfortunately, with that Minotaur hit. Thankfully, the exit room's not too far away. Gonna be able to just jump straight down. Yaramy finding a carrot still on 1-1. Evtet going to go and drop down to 1-3. It's not a very good lock shot, but we could have bombed the walls away and get that magic apple, get some health. Evtet electing not to do that. I think the extra health would be valuable, especially if the ghosts are beating you up. Yaramy might see that, might take that. Evtet down to already half a heart. Probably should go ahead and get that food out of the shop. Or do a quick reset. Finding chainmail immediately in 1-2 on Yaramy's side. Oh, Eli shop walls don't have gold. Do they not? Why don't they have gold of all things? Never mind then. I could have sworn I saw gold on the floor when Evtet checked the shop, but maybe I'm just maybe I'm just wrong because I don't play Eli enough. So Yaramy down to 1-3. Score shenanigans. You say this, but we already do that with, like, every other character. Anyways, Evtet gonna go ahead and get the health after having the dragon aggro Freddy out. Yaramy just gonna go ahead and buy the items. And gonna be able to drop down a lot faster. So into Fortissimo is our first boss. Oh, the bomb, unfortunately, having more priority than Fortissimo, so missing the bomb there. Trying to get this set up again. Managed to finally get the setup. I'm going to take the flawless there. We're probably going to check black and get more armor. Leather's okay, but we definitely want something stronger. Yep, we're going to go ahead and get plate out of 1-4 black. Now, Yaramy already having chainmail. Chainmail's pretty good. So, Yaramy actually has a choice whether to take the stronger armor or check purple instead, try and find a magic item. And I think if I were playing Eli, I'd want the magic item. Oh, Yaramy missing the beat right there and getting caught in the bomb blast, so gonna be getting nothing out of it. I'm gonna say I cursed it. That's gonna be my fault. We've got this feasting shrine on the left here for Evtet. Gonna go and use the chicken next to it. We need to find one more food item in order to utilize it. Just gonna end up bombing it for some cookies instead. So Worth it overall. Cookies are definitely easier to use over a piece of chicken. Oh, plate is absolutely great. Alright, looking like Yaramy's going to bust open the feasting shrine and get some cookies as well, and then going to go ahead and take the drumstick. I think that's a fair move to make. Going to go ahead and get this Infernal Torch as well. We'll see if we can find some Infernal Torch kills. They definitely can help speed things up, but it's hard to remember that they exist. We've got this shop on the bottom too. Might be able to find something useful. No problem with the Minotaur on Evtet's side. Got enough gold. Got a glass torch. I got a purple chest right here with a Ring of Regen. One of the strongest things we could find right now. Very nice torch awareness on Yaramy's side. Definitely going to be wanting to snag that regen out of the shop there. Hopefully Yaramy saw that. Yeah, looking like they did. So they're going to get the regen out of the purple. So we really just need some spells to pair this with. Oh, Evtet taking some nasty hits from the golems. Thankfully I had the armor to shrug him off and going to have the regen patch her up. Alright, it is time for explosive chests. Getting a bit of an awkward knight pattern. Thankfully moved right correctly, but then unfortunately stalled for a beat and got hit by the knight. So going to be dropping the flawless. Yaramy having a pretty clean exit room in 2-3. Going to be able to catch up a bit. And also going to be able to hopefully just toss a bomb. Very nice attack right there. So Yaramy immediately catching up. Going to be able to check right here. Probably hopefully get a fireball or a pulse out of this purple. It is Pulse Tomes. Yeah, you already have regen. You go ahead and take that. We've got Transmog. We can't Transmog Shovels on Eli, so not going to be able to use that. Gonna try and Transmog Torch on Yaramy's side, find a better torch. Evtet just looking to skip out, electing not to try and go for, say, Torch of Walls. And we've already seen the Glass Torch as well, so I think that'll be out of the pool. Yaramy going to go ahead and take the lead, dropping straight down into 3-2, and uses the Pulse Tomes to clear out the Mosh Pit. Very smart. Evtet in about the same position now. Oh, we've got some lead boots right here. Oh, Yaramy blowing them up, unfortunately. Not going to have goo protection or ice protection. Really got to be careful not to open chests and then in the middle of planting bombs. Otherwise, you end up just deleting what's inside. Evtet in a little bit of a scary situation here. Manages to get out. Hopefully going to be able to patch this up with regen. Yaramy still looking very healthy with 5 hearts and chainmail. Good push on Evtet's side, using the push to knock down the Rider and then letting the bomb destroy the actual health. I like plays like those. We've got some Fireball Tomes right here. Evtet's going to go ahead and take those since she doesn't have the Pulse Tomes to leverage. And having a cleaner 3-3 right here, getting straight into the exit stairs. Yaramy having to back off quite a bit here. Alright, so we're into Conga here. Wondering if we're going to see some kind of Ozuma. Evtet just electing to bomb the throne. Going to go ahead and get a clean Conga kill. And just gonna pass on checking the purple chest. You do have the Fireball Tomes and the regen, but I think you want to at least check for an offensive spell. So we'll see what Yaramy does with Conga here. Yeah, Yaramy going to go ahead and do the normal kill as well. Getting a little tied up by this Yeti. Was able to thankfully clear it out. Setting the kick up. Nice fight. So Evtet's crossing through 4-1. Yaramy going to go ahead and check purple right here. It's Transmute Tomes. Going to go ahead and skip out on those. Probably thinking we can probably get more use out of these 2 pulses than trying to hold on to Transmute. Alright, so both racers still on the same floor right now. We've got this secret shop right here. It's a Shriner. Probably don't want to check anything. It's unlikely you'll find anything good in a Shriner this late when most of your build's already assembled. Unless you can get Shrine of Space and get Cap. And there is no Cap, so going to be skipping out on that. So build's mostly even right here. Yaramy with a little more health, but Evtet with the Goo Boots. Taking some hits, though. Down to 1 heart. Down to half heart and pushes the bat, and the bat smacks her as she tries to move back right into it. Oh, going down. With no luck, you have to be wary of black bats in Zone 4. So, Evtet down. Yaramy still could go down, but looking fairly safe overall. Definitely can just play things safely by kicking bombs everywhere. Evtet gonna go ahead and try and get started just in case Yaramy goes down, but... Oh... Really unfortunate to not have luck there. Yaramy dropping down into 4-2. Very satisfying to just blow up entire skeleton closets with Eli, though. Just open and kick. We're getting a fireball spell out of this Lux Shrine, too. It's a nice find. Gonna provide some additional killing power and safety. Just in case we don't want to try and line up bombs, we've got Fireball on deck. Fireball just being just an all-around great spell. Evtet just gonna stare at this pile of gold, I guess. Contemplating where she can buy a Shrine of Space for Cap. Yeah, I'm having no problem dealing with the sarcophagi here. Fireball! Fireball! I actually did not know that, Winterbit. I was actually not aware of that. Oh, we've got mana here. We have mana Fireball, which is great, but I think safety-wise, you'd probably want to keep the regen. You can kick any bombs. Like, it does make sense. I've never tried to. Well, there's Mana Shield, so I guess, yeah, now you take the mana. So, nice Greater Fireball. Just blow everything away with the Pixie's help. Greater Fireballing everything out of the way. Just gonna drop straight into the exit. So, into Coral Rift. Evtet doing a little bit of finding a free spell and a wooden shield. I also like how Eli just kind of dropped through the floor right there on Evtet's side. So nice clean Coral Rift for Yaramy. Just going to skip out on the chest. We've got the Greater Shield. We've got Greater Fireball. Not going to be anything super threatening in this Zone 5. At least I hope not. Evtet just gonna fist bump Freddy. I wish that was the shoving shield. Does shoving shield actually work on Freddy? I don't know if it does. Oh, we've got the cap on Yaramy's side on 5-1 after it's already, like, useful. Good. When aggroed, yeah, but I'm talking, like, base. When he's still just a friendly shopkeeper. No? Alright. Guess Freddy just doesn't count as an enemy. Alright, Yaramy taking their time through 5-2, not having any problems dealing with enemies. Getting sandwiched by the evil eyes there. Makes me want to get some Oreos. Good fireball, just get rid of the metronome. Gonna just blood shield, just greater shield our way down. We were talking about shoving Freddy when he's not aggroed with the shove shield. Alright, Evtet making that comeback of cleaning up Zone 1, getting the flawless there against Fortissimo. Purple was unfortunately just Ring of Charisma, so neither racer really losing out on that. Yaramy's just going to go ahead and do 2 blood fireballs and going to get a nice easy win for win race 2. GG's. Oh, you got your booster shot. Yeah, I got mine. I got my second booster a few weeks ago. Something like that. Thankfully, it didn't take me out too badly. Alright, Racer's at 1-1 right now. We'll see who can get this third and final point. Racer's readying up. Alright, and off we go. Who's going to take this race 3? Let's find out. Both races actually going different ways on this 1-1. Yaramy finding the shop, finding a shield and fear scroll. Could blow this open and then get the shield for free, or keep the fear if you want to find something better. After finding the arena, finding some pretty good items, going to go ahead and take the free spell. Gets a nice easy set of bomb kills here. Yaramy probably wanted to go get that arena. Gonna be missing out on that, unfortunately. Dropping straight down that trap door. Got some cookies right here on Yaramy's side. But Evtet with the freeze spell is a huge advantage. Looking like your Evtet's gonna drop down the trap door and just ignore the fear scroll. Yaramy doing a little bit of farming here on this one too, but not really finding anything. Gonna go ahead and take the fear scroll. Probably gonna scare Freddy out so we can check this chest. Fear not working on Freddy. Is that new? I don't know if that's new or a bug. It's a bug. Oh, that's a really unfortunate bug to fall under. Okay, well, not going to be able to get anything out of that chest. So Rami unfortunately finding out the hard way. Freddy's afraid of actual damage, just not you popping the scroll. Maybe we should just take Chaunter and become a dragon for a second. Alright, since we can't get Ring of War on this character, I think the War Shrine's going to drop cheese here. This is a pretty nice shop. Interesting, Evtet's going to drop blood, freeze and going to keep dash and pulse, which is it's a reasonable take. Hey, some people haven't played the DLC enough and haven't really found that out. I'm still learning stuff. I haven't even played much of Synchrony. I'm learning things just watching races and commentating. It's a relatively new DLC, and people just haven't seen all the situations in play, so it happens. Evtet using the dash spell, gonna go and heal up on that cheese there. Oh, that leprechaun trying to get away here. Yaramy's trying to set it up. Aggro's the leprechaun. Able to get the kill, thankfully. Gonna have that lucky charm. Finding some quartz armor as well. And Evtet finding that as well. Could have jumped down right there on that exit room, but had to back off. Was able to thankfully get the enemies off, but down all the food items now. And we've got Death Metal as our first boss here. Really nasty swarm with all these ghosts in the way. Oh, uses blood magic and gets hit at the same time, losing 2 hearts. Evtet, you can't do that. You cannot let the ghost group up like that. Otherwise, you're going to end up getting hit. And getting the blood damage, too. Oh. Bounce traps are your friend when that happens, yes. So Yaramy did not fall victim to the same trap, was able to take the plate armor out of the death metal fight, so looking pretty safe, especially with these cookies. And we've got Pulse on deck for fast kills as needed. So Evtet has some work to do to catch up. Yeah, these Eli races have been great for many, many reasons. It looks like there might be a potion room above Yaramy right here. Probably should check that wall there. Yeah, we've got a potion, so looking very safe on Yarami's side. Evtet jumping right into her bomb and having to eat the cheese immediately. Looking a little flustered here after that death. Yeah, Eli's not easy to play. I don't play Eli super well either. I don't play him very often. Especially when you don't get cap and can break open walls. Now you have to manage both enemies and space at the same time. Like wall space. And that's tough to do. Yaramy gonna go ahead and take the crown right here. Shattering it immediately. I'm not sure what hit Yaramy actually. Was it the bomb explosion? I don't know if they moved into it. Oh, Evtet going down to the blood shop keep. Yaramy gonna be able to pulse these trapdoor arenas out. Yeah, Evtet didn't wait long enough. Yeah, you gotta wait at least a few beats there. Nice dash kill on Yaramy's side. Able to set that up without needing to rely on bomb. Getting a fireball as well. Gotta go ahead and keep the 2 other spells. That's perfectly fair. Got some extra heart containers right here. Needed 5. Okay. Yeah, it's still dependent on which kind of spawn you get. So we've got a potential food shop right here. It is only the pawnbroker. Wah, wah, wah. And unfortunately not finding any other items that we want to get rid of. Gonna go ahead and use that carrot though for some free mapping though. Evtet really getting flustered by these bats in the low amount of space. Really bombing herself a lot and taking a lot of damage. Gonna go and grab the cheese from the war shrine, thankfully. Oh, there's the regen ring. So we've got our hearts uncursed on Yaramy's side. So 5 hearts with plate and potion. Yaramy's looking very safe. And we won't get a full surround because we do have the dash spell. Oh, and there's the Shrine of Space on 3-2. So we can get cap and make things even easier. Evtet gets the kill again, managing to take the pulse and the dash spell out. Yaramy gonna go ahead and take that cap. Gonna be able to open up all these rooms and just keep the enemies off them. So Yaramy in a very good position here. Doing a bit of clearing right here. Evtet figuring out what to do. Yaramy looking like they're doing a full clear, trying to figure out where this exit is. It's a little bit of an awkward layout. But finding it all the way at the bottom. Thankfully I had a good approach, because coming from the intended right side would have been really disastrous with that blue dragon. Blue dragon breath is awful to get around. Nice pulse to keep that Yeti at bay. Knowing that we want to just keep them away. Nice dash. Unfortunately dashed in the wrong way. But always worth kind of charging it, I guess. I guess you could always wait an extra beat or two, figure out which way you want to go, and then do the charge. And you're still saving beats that way. Evtet gonna go ahead and scare the Freddy out. Gonna go ahead and get this Ring of Mana. We've got Mana Dash and Mana Pulse, which are quite strong. Oh, and here's Heavy Plate in the shop. I think you just go ahead and kill Freddy and just have even more defense. Yep, he's dead. Don't drop your cap. Cap is definitely more useful for that. So getting even more defense plus some extra hearts. Yes, there is Greater Dash. I think Greater Dash is what, 8-tile dash? Like, it's ridiculous. Greater Berserk, I can't say exactly what. Yeah, 8 tiles, 8 damage. Greater Dash is absolutely ridiculous. So fun to play with if you can actually get it. So into Fortissimo. Looking like Evtet got a clean 1-4. Gonna grab that plate. Nice Fortissimo on Yaramy's side. Gonna have Earth. Gonna be dropping the dash. Just gonna have Earth just in case. I guess you probably wouldn't want it with cap if you're playing in a safety situation. Because you're not going to be able to like actually utilize it as safety. But you could use it for quick kills. That being said, I think dash Dash is probably a better option to just get out of a swarm quickly. Especially since you have so much health, you can afford to tank like a hit or two and then just run out of the way. But Yaramy's choice. Blowing away all these enemies here. Gotta be able to use the earth a little bit to clear stuff out. Getting surrounded, needs to get out of the way here. Taking quite a few hits. Gonna be able to get into the exit, skipping out of that transmog. Thankfully has the cookies on deck and has the potion. But really need to be sure you're not leaving too much behind if you're gonna be doing a little dancing in these exit rooms. Evtet getting the potion now. So she's looking safe. And we have the food shop right here on 4-2. Gonna be able to get it very easily thanks to Pulse Spell. And unfortunately, we got basically the worst food shop in the game, so not even going to bother going for the Gluttony Charm. Just going to grab the carrot, grab the heart, and leave. Smart use of bombs to keep the monkey off. Going to go ahead and just earth the sarcophagus out. I like that, keeping the pulse on deck fully charged. And nice bomb on Ghost Freddy there. Evtet down to deep blues right here. Gets a nice safe bomb kick. Yaramy checking the Shriner, not finding anything they really want. Not worth really doing a fight for anything. Evtet checking red right here. Only gets a torch. And we've already got a torch, so gonna be skipping. Yeah, you could bomb for cheese, but you've got so much health. I would rather just not deal with the risk of dragons. So Evtet looking healthy as well. Found those extra cursed hearts from the 3-1 shop. Yaramy doing a bit of a backup here. Unfortunately, unleashing a couple of harpies. Thankfully, that the bomb aggroing the pixie, which got rid of the black skeleton. I like those kinds of chain reactions. All right, so Yaramy with Earth right here. We could do an Earth Zuma. Electing to just do the bomb kill. I don't know. You don't really need anything at this point. Trying to Earth, and unfortunately not helping. Having to pulse out Congo. So yeah, it really would have just been worth it to just Earth Zuma from the beginning. So Yaramy down into 5-1 right here. Gonna be able to just dig straight to everything. We have a compass, and we have enough mapping with the Torch of Foresight to be able to see on the other side of walls. Getting quite swarmed here, though. Does have the Earth spell, so not going to be at too much risk of getting swarmed. Evtet probably going to go ahead and grab her cap right here. We know how much Evtet loves cap. She's got to get it. So bopping the Shrine of Space. Shrine of Peace. No, it's the Space Shrine. Being very careful to not accidentally blow the cap up. Yaramy dropping down to the 5-3. Only one remaining floor. Yaramy's just kind of going all out at this point, just not really caring. Getting swarmed here. Needs to get rid of this stuff. Uses a few bombs here. Gonna go ahead and just scoot around the remaining enemies and tank the rest of the health. We've got a potion on deck, so no worries. And last boss is Coral Rift. We've got Earth for Coral Rift. Somehow we lost internet on that. Okay, it's going again. And apparently it jumped ahead and we didn't even get to see the kill. Alright, there's the kill on the replay. So Yaramy gonna go and take game 3 and have to catch up, winning 2-1. So GG's. Very well played at the end. A lot of safety on that last seed.